Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2021 Nissan Rogue. This one is the SV trim and this is probably what most of the people are going to be buying. This is the popular trim. So it does basically offer a good amount of features and it's affordable. And this one has the SV premium package. Basically it adds leather seats, panoramic sunroof, and power lift gate and leather wrapped steering wheel. But let me go ahead and show you all the features this Nissan Rogue has. Under the hood, they're going to be a 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that is connected to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 181 horses and 181 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy numbers are 25 in the city, 33 highway, and 28 combined. So here is the MSRP sticker of this Nissan Rogue. As I told you guys, it does have the SV premium package, and the price on this one is $33,000. So if you guys are curious about the color is called Brilliant Silver, and honestly it doesn't look that crazy, but I think it looks pretty good on this SV trim. Coming to the front, I love the two headlight design, or that split headlight design. A lot of people might not like it, but honestly standing in front of it, it looks much better. Up top they're going to be the daytime running light and the turn signal indicator, and in the bottom they're going to be of course the high beam and low beam, and they are sitting in reflectors. And right here on the side, there's going to be an opening for air, basically for better aerodynamics. And the grille, of course, has Nissan V-Motion shape or design, and Nissan badge, of course, in the middle. It's nice and big, and it does have the sensor for the braking assist and the safety features. In the bottom, there's an opening for air, and this is finished in gray. I think the design looks pretty good. Just gives the lower portion of the bumper just gives this Nissan Rogue an aggressive look. But overall, I think the design looks very good. Here is a side view of the Nissan Rogue, and honestly, it looks very nice. I love the fact that the plastic is not too thick in the bottom and around the wheels. The A-pillar is going to be finished in gloss black. There's going to be some chrome right up there, but in the bottom, the window sills are going to be finished in gloss black. And I think the design overall of this Nissan Rogue is perfect. I think Nissan did a great job. And for the mirror, it is finished in the same color as the SUV. It does have an LED turn signal indicator, and it does have a camera for the 360 camera system that this Rogue has. Up there, they're going to be a roof rail. This is part of the SV premium package, and they're going to be a panoramic sunroof up there, and this is part of the SV premium package as well. And for the rims, they have a really nice design to them, and I really like the way how they look on this SV trim. The size of those rims, they are 235, 60, 18, and I just love the fact that they're not too big and not too small, and there is a ton of rubber, and this is very good for an SUV, of course, and it should be that way. But now let's go ahead and move to the back of this Nissan Rogue, and I'll go and show you how it looks like from the back. Here is the back of the Nissan Rogue, and honestly at first I wasn't really a big fan of the way how it looked over the pictures and videos, but seeing it in person and seeing it on the streets, I think it looks very good. There's going to be a spoiler here in the back with the third brake light, and I love the design of the spoiler. Here is the wiper. I really wish it was integrated inside, right underneath the spoiler. I think it would have looked much cleaner. The taillights have a really cool look to them, and they are smoked or blacked out. The running light is LED, but the turn signal indicator and the reverse light are not LED. I really wish that the turn signal indicators were LED here in the back. Nissan badge, of course, in the middle. Rogue is written right underneath it, and here is the backup camera. By the way, this Rogue has 360 camera, and the camera is very clear. SV badge with all-wheel drive badge next to it, and the bumper is finished in flat black with some gray trim in the bottom. Reflectors are in the bottom as well, and the exhaust is actually right underneath this Nissan Rogue. There's no fake exhaust tips or anything like that. And on the bumper, there are going to be some parking sensors on this SV trim. So here is a key. It's very light, and Nissan been using this key for a really long time. It does have Nissan up top, and it does have 5 buttons on it: remote start, lock, unlock, trunk release or tailgate release, and a panic button. And it does have a physical key inside of it. To open the tailgate, there are going to be 3 different ways: one on the key, one on the tailgate, and one inside. And to remote start the SUV, lock it once and then hit the remote start button. Tailgate opens nice and quick, and there are going to be two buttons up here. They're going to be a button to close and lock the tailgate, and another one to just close the tailgate handle right there. And in the back there is honestly a ton of room, a very good amount of space, and you could actually adjust the floor so you could actually lower it down. Let me see if I could do that with one hand. By the way, there is a small cubby on the left with some tie downs. There's more tie downs right there, but let's go ahead and see if I could actually lower this. So I tried to lower the floor down, and I don't think you can do it, but I think I do remember that I was able to do it on the Platinum trim, but I'm not exactly sure if I did or not. But anyways, underneath the floor they're going to be a spare tire, and the jack tools are going to be around that spare tire. Here is a door handle. It does not have a sensor right behind it, but there is a button to lock and unlock the SUV. Here is the door panel, and the door panel looks pretty good. It does have a good amount of soft materials. This top portion right here is nice and soft. This is wrapped in leather. I really like the double stitching right here, more of that double stitching right here. The armrest feels nice and soft, and I really like this trim around the window switches, mirror controls, door locks. Everything feels and looks good. The door handle feels very nice and solid. It doesn't feel light at all, so it really has a really nice weight to it. This is plastic, which is expected. A small storage place, a bottle holder. For a big door like this, I think Nissan could have did a better job with the storage place on the front doors. A speaker in the bottom, and those seats are very, very comfortable, which is expected from Nissan, of course. Zero gravity seats, and they're wrapped in leather since this one has the SV premium package. And of course, here are the seat controls with lumbar support. Well, let's go ahead and move inside this Nissan Rogue, and I'll go and show you the interior of it. Alright, so here is the interior of this Nissan Rogue. Seriously, those seats are very, very comfortable. It's crazy how those seats are comfortable. They're just beyond comfortable, and I really love sitting in those seats. Windows are nice and big, and seeing out of this Rogue is very easy. And I love the location of the mirrors. They're not mounted on where the corner is. They're mounted on the door directly, which makes seeing very easy. But I just love the fact that the windows are nice and big, and it's very easy to see out of this Nissan Rogue. Here is a steering wheel. It's nice and wrapped in leather, but it's a little bit on the thinner side, but that's fine. Of course, this is a family SUV, and that's completely fine. It does have flat bottom design, a little bit of brushed aluminum right here in the bottom, Nissan logo of course in the middle, and overall I think the design looks pretty good. All the way to the left, they're going to be a few controls, volume controls. This button right here will control the screen in the middle, and on the right they're going to be the Nissan Shield Assist. It does have basically the adaptive cruise control and the lane keep assist and all these kind of stuff. Bluetooth controls or phone controls, paddle shifters right behind the steering wheel, and a good amount of gloss black right here on top of the steering wheel, which I think is a really nice touch. On the right, they're going to be the wiper controls for the back and front, and on the left, of course, that's the headlight controls with the turn signal controls. Gauges look very good and nice and easy to read. The font is nice and big, and all the way to the left they're going to be the brightness control, tailgate, and this is the steering assist button. And here is the screen. It's an 8-inch screen that actually looks pretty good. I really like the brushed aluminum right here up top, and I think the design looks pretty good, but does have a good amount of glare, so I'm not a big fan of that. And that issue is the same in most of the Nissan products now with their new screens, but I really wish that Nissan changes the way how their screen looks like, because they do tend to have a good amount of glare. Volume knob all the way to the left, tune knob all the way to the right, good amount of buttons right here underneath, a menu button that basically will take you back home, and they're going to be a camera button. This is the camera system in this Nissan Rogue. As I told you guys, it does have the 360 camera, and seriously, it's very, very clear. Here is the backup camera, 360 cameras are very, very clear, and I just love the resolution. In the bottom, they're going to be some heated seats, 3 stages. Button looks nice, and it actually feels nice clicking this button. Feels nice and solid. Does have automatic climate control, off and on button, and everything gets displayed on that screen. And by the way, it does have heated steering wheel, which is nice, and sync button, AC button, of course heated seats for the passenger. But I'm not a big fan of the gloss black finish. It seems like it collects a good amount of dust. Fan speed and the modes right there. Engine start stop is located in a very nice spot, very easy to find, and it looks actually very good. One USB-C, one USB. This is a 12 volt right here, and I love this storage place right here. I love the way how it's angled down this way, so the phone doesn't fly, or your wallet or anything that you want to keep there doesn't just fly around the interior. And here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in this Nissan Rogue. I really like this synthetic rubber material on the steering wheel. It's nice. And to put the SUV in reverse, just go ahead and push that button and move it to the front. And the backup camera displays. To put it in neutral, just go ahead and hold it in the middle. And to put it in drive, just go ahead and push that button and just move it all the way to the back. And here is the park button. And overall, I think the design looks very good. I think Nissan did a great job with the way how the shifter looks like. 2 cup holders, and again, this wood trim looks honestly amazing. Electronic e-brake, brake hold. It does have a few modes right here. You will have the sport, eco, and everything displays right here on the screen. Sport, auto, snow, and off-road. And right underneath this metal console right here, there's going to be a ton of space. So seriously, this Nissan Rogue has just a ton of space. Here is the armrest. I wish it was a tiny bit softer. More padding in it would have been nice. It does have some stitching on it, and it does have a split design when you open it. And inside there is a ton of space, but I really wish it was a tiny bit longer, but it is nice and deep. Here is a rear view mirror. It's nice and small. It's not bulky, and the bezels are nice and small. And up here, they're going to be a good amount of buttons. They're going to be the SOS button. They're going to be the panoramic sunroof button, the shade button, and they're going to be a button to turn on all the lights in this Rogue. And the lights are halogen, and of course you could turn on the lights individually, so you could choose whatever light needs to be turned on. And it does have glasses holder. And here is the visor, and it does have a light, and it does have a good size mirror. So here is the panoramic sunroof. It does bring in a ton of light inside. I'm not a big fan of this thick plastic piece, but let's go ahead and open it. And what's crazy is that this front part, or this glass, the front glass, actually goes right underneath the back one. Most of the cars and SUVs, the front one goes on top of the back one. So this is a little bit different, and it does go back all the way, which is very, very nice. Here is the back door, and the back door is the same as the front. This top portion right here is nice and soft. It does have a privacy cover. This is part of the SV premium package. It does have leather right here on the door, which is nice, and the armrest is nice and soft. I'm glad that Nissan did not cheap on this middle portion right here of the door. The door handle feels nice and solid, just like the front. This is plastic, which is expected, of course. A tiny space in the back, and back seats are very comfortable, just like the front. And there is just a ton of room in the back. Headroom is massive, legroom is very good, and of course it does have an armrest with 2 cup holders, and it's very nice and soft. And 2 AC vents, and 1 USB and 1 USB-C. And here is how the front looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2021 Nissan Rogue SV. I would like to thank Dave and George Hart Nissan in West Haven, Connecticut. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.